Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. One of the most insidious, unproductive, icky ways we use our time is complaining about our problems, especially when we should be thinking about them as new opportunities. Bernice and Melvin have finally made it official. They are dating. They brought pictures. They went on a date to a water park. There they stand, wet clothes clinging to their moistened bodies. It was like some horrible creature from the Deep episode, waiting in line for their next ride. It was a long, long line. Melvin said, "Long line, ick." He sulked and withdrew. Bernice said, "We get to meet new people. The goddess will guide us." And sure enough, they met people, made new friends, and even got some great tips on how Bernice could use her goddess energy to rebalance her chakras. Was the long line a problem? No. A problem is just a problem because we think of it that way. Stuff happens. If we don't like the stuff, we call it a problem and try to jam the world back into the way it was before. If we do like the stuff, we label it an opportunity and try to take advantage of it. The difference between a problem and an opportunity is what we do with it, not what it is to begin with. Take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. Write problems in the upper left-hand corner. Write opportunities in the right. List your problems down the left. Now, here's the fun part. Go down the right-hand column and write down how each problem could be some kind of opportunity. This takes some thought. It's not always obvious how. Facial features destroyed by exploding car battery could be turned into an opportunity. You really need to sit with it to realize that having no face is a fantastic advantage for a spy trying to infiltrate an enemy country. You can be anyone. All it takes is an eyebrow pencil and a quick trip to the Halloween mask store. If the recently arrested Russian spies had had no face, would they have been arrested? Of course not. Facial recognition software doesn't work if you don't have a face. State Department, here you come. That's one way of finding an opportunity. Ask yourself, what new capabilities does this problem give you? If the problem is that your car broke down, it gives you the ability to sell car parts on eBay. It also gives you the chance to learn to use public transportation, which could give you a lot of time to relax and read while you travel. Though you may or may not want this capability, your problem does give it to you. Your opportunity may not lie in new capabilities, but in the chance to eliminate old behaviors. If your problem is a dead car, you're saved from having to keep the tank full, having to take it in for regular maintenance, and having to explain to your friends why going vroom when you start your Toyota Corolla really does make it seem like a Porsche 911 Turbo S. To you. Only to you. Sometimes a problem can give you excuses. When your leg gets torn off in an unfortunate rice-picking accident, you can no longer be expected to take out the trash. "I have no legs" is a really hard to argue with excuse. Then you can hire house cleaners and spend your time finally writing that book you always wanted to write. Just don't call it Get It Done Guys, 9 Steps to Work Less and Do More. That's my book, coming from St. Martin's Press in September of 2010. Order it now. If your house burns down and you're well insured, at last you have an excuse to build your dream home, as long as you were insured with replacement value insurance. A friend of mine was diagnosed with AIDS. He used that as an excuse to quit his job and start doing all of the things that he loves. It's about 10 years later. He's still in great spirits. He's spent the last 10 years doing all the things in life he never previously let himself do, and finding ways to get paid for them at the same time. As bad as his problem was, it gave him the push to really revolutionize his life. Often, problems bring you to new communities and causes. Hair loss problems? You can join a hair loss support group. You and your new friends will have lots to talk about, just not hair. Some people turn problems into activism. My friend Carl was frustrated with the policies his local congressman was voting for in his district. With no prior political experience, he ran for office and won. Now he's a full-time state senator. His problem led to a whole new career. If your problem is one you think others may share, you can think about solving it for everyone, and it could turn into a huge opportunity. That's how many entrepreneurs get started. Scott Cooke, the founder of Intuit, was frustrated with the poor quality of software designed to help him balance his checkbook. He decided to start a software company to fix the problem, and Intuit is now a multi-billion-dollar success story. The opportunity a problem can bring sometimes is surrendering to the inevitable. I did the Get It Done Guy episode on not giving up on your dreams because I had been bitten by the musical theater bug, but had never had the courage to follow that dream. I visited New York, met several actors, producers, and directors, and I realized the competition would be brutal. The dancing alone, huge challenge. Ask me to tell you the story about the bone saw someday when we have more time. And if dancing would be a challenge, well, I love a challenge. So I hired an acting coach to help me prepare audition monologues. At our first meeting, she explained that pretty much no one, no matter how talented, actually makes a living at acting, so I should just get that notion out of my head immediately. Freedom! Once I discarded the idea that this had to be a career, the possibilities for musical theater as a hobby totally opened up. So, stay tuned for the Get It Done Guy one-man musical. And no, I'm not joking. Sometimes surrendering to the inevitable leads to the very thing you thought was impossible. Now it is time for me to turn a problem into an opportunity. The problem? I'm staring at a picture of Bernice and Melvin in wet, clinging clothes at a water park. There must be an opportunity here, somewhere. This is Steve Robbins. For a more detailed look at a sample Problems into Opportunities worksheet and a link to my episode on giving up your dreams, or keeping them, check out the episode transcript at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.